There's some angles that work out nicely, and we can memorize the sine and cosine values for those angles. Let's start with the easiest one. So we're going to look at theta equals 0 degrees, which is 0 radians, 90 degrees, which is pi over 2 radians, 180 degrees, which is pi radians, 270 degrees, or 3 pi over 2 radians, and 360 degrees, which is pi over 2 radians. So let's start with this one, 0 degrees. So for 0 degrees, we'll go ahead and we will make a point P at a 0 degree rotation, and we will draw in a radius here to help us. We'll try to draw it straight if we fail the first time. Okay, so what are the coordinates of point P? Well, luckily we can get them exactly. The coordinates of point P are 0x, 1y. So it's tough to draw in theta equals 0 degrees, but we can conclude that the cosine of 0 degrees, or 0 radians, is 1. And the sine of 0, whether it's 0 degrees or 0 radians, equals 0. And I feel like I didn't write that very well, so let me write that better down here. Cosine of 0, not theta 0. Cosine of 0 equals 1. Sine of 0 equals 0. These are important. Commit these to memory or just draw the picture every time. The next one to look at is 90 degrees, or pi over 2 radians, which is up here. We can draw a rotation like this and say this is 90 degrees, or pi over 2 radians. Pretty soon in this class, you're going to want to start thinking about absolutely everything in terms of radians, because there are specific reasons that we need to use radians, and you're going to use them by default in calculus and for the rest of your math careers. So 90 degrees here, we could call this point P2 if we want to. Again, we know the coordinates at this point are 0x, 1y, so the cosine of pi over 2, or 90 degrees, is going to be the x-coordinate. The x-coordinate is 0. Sine of pi over 2, or 90 degrees, is going to be the y-coordinate. The y-coordinate here is 1. 180 degrees, similar idea, go over here. You can draw a radius in if you want to, but really the point is pretty easy to spot. At 180 degrees, we know that the x-coordinate is -1, and the y-coordinate is 0. So that means that the cosine of 180 degrees, or pi radians, is the x-coordinate, -1. The sine of pi is going to be equal to the y-coordinate, which is 0. So last but not least, 270 degrees, go down here. The cosine of 3 pi over 2, or 270 degrees, is the x-coordinate. The x-coordinate, again, here is 0, and the sine of 3 pi over 2 is going to be the y-coordinate, which in this case is -1. So then, well, if we get up to 360 degrees, what does 360 degrees look like? 360 degrees looks like this. We've come all the way back around. So if you want to, you can just copy your answers over here. Cosine of 2 pi equals 1. Sine of 2 pi equals 0. So this might be a good thing to organize in a table or write on a page of notes, or just start constructing a unit circle like this one. We'll put together a really nice one in one of the last videos here, where we combine all of our exact values into one lovely picture.